Paramount announced the Yellowstone sequel series as a 2025 project, and we need to talk about it. As you might remember, we first started seeing the Four Sixes pop up in Yellowstone Season 4, and even more in Season 5. But unlike most other ranches we visited in Yellowstone, it wasn't just used as a simple setting. It was basically a very long, drawn-out trailer for the upcoming Four Sixes show. We spent a significant chunk of time there, and those scenes weren't filler. They were laying the groundwork. They were introducing me to what life in Texas could look like, and honestly, I loved every second of it. My beloved Jimmy Herdstrom was at the center of all of these scenes. We watched him leave Montana for Texas, say a hard goodbye to Mia, struggle with guilt, meet Emily, fall in love, and, most importantly, finally find a place where he belongs. By the time Season 5 rolled around, he was still in Texas, and if I'm being real, he looked happier and more mature than I had ever seen him before. I felt proud of him, like I had watched him grow up. Honestly, I sometimes struggle to see the vision for Jimmy's future because I genuinely think like we already had a full arc on him. But let me know what you still wish to see in Jimmy's future. But there is one character I know will shake things up on the Four Sixes Ranch. Can you guess who that is? Well, of course that's Teter. After losing Colby in the Yellowstone finale, which still breaks my heart by the way, she ran up to Travis and begged him for a job. Travis doesn't say much in that scene, he just tells her to ask Jimmy. Jimmy gives her this tiny nod, and that's all it takes. Well, thanks to this brief scene, we basically had all of our 3 leads for the Four Sixes TV show. And yes, I believe including Teter to this series was arguably the smartest decision Taylor has ever had. Now, I've got to be honest, I'm not the biggest Travis fan. I know he's portrayed by Taylor Sheridan himself, and I get that he's important, but his presence always kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I just don't vibe with his energy. That being said, if Teeter and Jimmy are going to be at the center of this new chapter, I can absolutely overlook Travis. Still, I'm super curious. Do you feel the same way about him, or is it just me? Here's where things get even more exciting. There's this ongoing rumor that the show still needs an A-list star to help elevate it, and the name that keeps coming up is Matthew McConaughey. I mean, come on. If there's ever been a perfect match between a real-life actor and a fictional world, this is it. He's a native Texan, he's got that rugged cowboy charm, and he has this grounded authenticity that would blend so naturally with the Four Sixes vibe. As far as the plot goes, this show is expected to take a different direction from Yellowstone. Instead of focusing on local politics, power plays, and land disputes, Four Sixes will dive into the day-to-day life of running a ranch. It's going to feel way more personal. Some even say it's basically like a documentary, even though it's technically fiction. Since the Four Sixes is still a fully functioning ranch in real life, that adds a whole other layer of authenticity. I can already see how real and grounded the show will feel. I'm picturing dusty barns, tired horses, sunburnt faces, and cowboys just trying to make a living, while navigating their complicated personal lives along the way. And it's all happening in the year 2025. It's like a modern Western without all the local politics. A different pace, but just as intense. The only thing making me nervous right now is that there's still no official release date. Even though we know it's been confirmed for 2025, that silence is kind of scary. Executive producer Christina Voros recently said she's not even sure if the show is still actively in development. And when I heard that, my stomach dropped. Like, what do you mean? Are we still getting this or not? Thankfully, IMDb still lists it as a 2025 release, which gives me a bit of hope. So, for now, I'm keeping my fingers crossed and hoping for the best. We know that Jefferson White, who plays the part of Jimmy, is basically having the busiest year of his career. He is just casted in the upcoming JFK thriller, November 1963, as Lee Harvey Oswald. He also has become the voice of Hamish Abernathy in the audiobook production of the recently released Hunger Games book, titled Sunrise on the Reaping. He starred in the final season of the hit Netflix series You. He will also star in Bedford Park, which is about a Korean-American family. And honestly, these are only the half of the projects that he has lined up on his IMDb page for the rest of the year. So honestly, I would be surprised if he would manage to squeeze Four Sixes in. That being said, if Paramount listed Four Sixes as a 2025 project, I feel like they have prepared everything. But that's just me. Unlike Jefferson, Teeter's actress Jennifer Landon and Matthew are having a pretty chill year when it comes to their career. So, as long as we get Jefferson on board, there is no reason to be worried about the whereabouts of the Four Sixes TV show. For more weekly updates on the Yellowstone franchise, make sure to like and follow. Meanwhile, the video on the screen might also interest you.